Welcome to the second episode in our Oodnadatta track series. We hit the Oodnadatta at Marree, veering off to Muloorina Station and then up to Level Post Bay where we see water in Lake Eyre. We then ease our aching muscles in a fantastic hot spring at Muloorina. So we're just about to start the Oodnadatta. Time to air down. Peter's getting all the quickie deflators out. Apart from reducing our tyre pressures, inside the van we've made sure everything is secure. We've got our pantry drawers are reasonably heavy, so we've got nib latches on them so they won't open up. On the outside of the van we've got our dust cover over our door. This van's actually pretty good at keeping the dust out, but it's just an extra measure. I've checked all the hatches are locked. And dust shouldn't be too much of a problem today because it's been raining last night, but the fridge has got its dust cover over, and it's a compressor fridge, so we can do that. It's not a gas fridge. Plus there is a vent on top underneath that solar panel that allows hot air to go out. And it's not very hot today. It's, I think, maximum of 18 degrees. We'll uncover that when we get to our campsite. We've got our stone stomper on. Stop the stones. And I think these are one of the best investments if you're going to do dirt roads. Apart from that, tyre pressure's down before we head off on about 800k of dirt. So what we do is I go around and take off all of the tyre pressure monitoring gauges. And then Peter goes around and puts on the deflators. We'll have about 800k all up of dirt now. Yay! Anyone who watches our channel will know that we do love a hot spring. And we did contemplate backtracking to Broken Hill and then going up to northern Queensland through the Great Artesian Basin in New South Wales. But we did that last year and I didn't really want to do the same thing again. So it's kind of a bonus that we're heading this way and getting to go to a hot spring. We only found out about it a couple of days ago from somebody at Farina, so looking forward to it. Oodnadatta track. So no sooner do we hit the Oodnadatta track and we're going to turn off. It has been raining the last couple of days on and off. The track isn't closed, yeah. And we're going out to Muloorina Station. Officially entering Muloorina Station. We're deliberately showing you footage of the tracks and roads in this series just so that you can make a judgment for yourself of what suits you. There are so many conflicting reports. At the moment on this road there's cones out wherever there's hazards. Bull dust. I'd imagine it'll be the same on the Oodnadatta. There's cones out wherever there's a traffic hazard. Not taking into account the corrugations. So we're heading out to Muloorina Station and just saw this guy.
Looks pretty healthy, that one.
He does, he looks like he's got a bit of weight on him. Just Straight ahead is a private road. This is Muloorina camping area. Okay, yep.
That's nice. Like a warmish, not a tepid, warm to hot bath temperature.
Our campsite was the only campsite on the same side as the hot springs. All of the other campsites are on the other side of the river. It's an easy walk across, or you can drive and there's parking space and you have to walk the last section. No cars allowed near the springs. This is the head of the bore. You can see the steam coming off, and I think the air temperature would probably be about 18 at the moment. You want to feel it?
Oh, I know it's pretty hot. Oh yeah. That's that 70 or something.
Really hot?
Yeah.
So it goes around the tree there, and then down that way, and it just gradually cools as it goes down. Where the seats are is the suggested bathing area, and then there's it just keeps cooling until just past our caravan. It's quite cool.
That's nice. Like a warmish, not a tepid, warm to hot bath temperature.
Heading off for a morning soak in the hot springs. It's a hard life, but somebody's got to do it. Downstream from the hot springs, the water disperses into what they call Frome River. Over the other side there are campsites. If you're really keen, you could camp there and swim across to here, then walk to the hot springs. The water at this point is cool, but it's beautiful. It'd be great on a hot day.
Yeah, it would be. That'd be my pick. That'd be my site pick.
Yeah, if it was hot weather, we'd be on the other side. But it's quite cool at the moment, so we're on the same side as the hot springs, so we don't have to drive over here. We just saw a cormorant catching a fish. I think the station owners have put this half pipe here for kids to use as a water slide. You'd need to bring some water up from the river, but very cool. We're guessing it's about 40 degrees in this pool. And if you look closely, there's steam coming off it at this time in the morning. It's probably about 20. Oh, how hot do you reckon the air temperature is at the moment?
Oh, about 17 maybe.
Yeah, it's still early. And there's steam coming off all the way up to the head of the bore, which is just up that way, where we think it's around 70 degrees. Not sure. Too hot to go in. And the stream meanders around until it comes out at the other river. It's very cool. We've got the plastic chairs here. They're handy to take out with you and sit in the water if you don't want to sit down on the dirt, on the sand. I'll come back and get a chair. Actually, I think I might soak in the hot water for a little while, all the way up to my neck. Geez, it's hot on the toes first thing in the morning, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Deeper. Oh, that's nice.
It's not as hot here in the morning as the afternoon. I think the overnight temperatures cooled the water. It's still beautiful, but in the afternoon the water does feel hotter. Is it a kingfisher?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's a kingfisher.
So we're heading out to Level Post Bay, which is the southern part of Mulligans Gulf of Lake Eyre. It's 45 kilometres from Muloorina Station camping. Apparently the first 30k is just like this, and we've heard that the last 15k is pretty average, so we'll see how it is. We're hoping to see water in Lake Eyre from Level Post Bay. All indicators are saying there should be water there. We just didn't want to... I get a little plane sick, so I didn't want to go up in the plane again to see the water again. We've done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah, done that.
To Level Post Bay at Lake Eyre, you passed another salt pan, which is Lake Allen. I don't know if that ever gets water in it. It looks like it's a little muddy in the centre from recent rain. Yeah, that's another one of the salt lakes, many salt lakes in this area. Nice smooth patch to join up all the corrugated patches.
Yeah.
We go from super slow to a bit quicker.
Mm-hmm. There's no point flying through this sort of corrugations. It's too big to just cruise right over, so you got to just take it easy when it's right a bit on the shoulder and just take it easy. This one half the car's not shaking. That's your side.
Yay!
Sort of clears off a bit, then you can pick up a bit of speed when it's cleared off. I'm going to destroy the car just for the sake of getting somewhere quickly.
So the last 15 kilometres out to the bay are quite corrugated.
Yeah, this is sort of a more national park here.
Yeah, trust the National Park not to look after the tree. The parts that pass through stations are pretty good. The parts that go through the National Park, that's another matter altogether.
Mm-hmm.
8k to go to Level Post Bay, and the corrugation's getting worse and it's getting sandier. We're level with Lake Allen at the moment. So this is the car park at the end of the road at Level Post Bay. And then you've got to walk up the hill. We're hoping we'll see water over the hill. There's an information board at the top.
Wow.
I can already see water. Woohoo! So it's not all the way down here, probably about a month off getting all the way to the Level Post Bay. But geez, you can see it looks like an inland sea in the, well, it is an inland sea from here. It's just water as far as you can see. That's very cool. But we'll send the drone up so you can have a look from the air. So this is the channel that the water will come down from North Eyre to South Eyre if it gets this far. Pan is Lake Eyre South.
There's no water in it yet.
No, no water in that yet. This is the Pursuit of Water Day. Yeah, this morning we go for a hot soak.
And there's some nice cider.
We're going back for another soak. And in the middle of the day we go to Lake Eyre to see water. There's a pelican circling just over there. Oh, we can't see him at the moment. He might have dropped into the water. He's been circling around for a good minute or two. Looking for a place to roost for the night, I'd imagine. It's still, what, 30 probably kilometres? 35, 40 kilometres to the lake. So it's probably coming in to recharge before heading up to Lake Eyre. It's kind of weird seeing pelicans up here though, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll be going to the cool section and have a drink.
Yeah, it's too hot here for him. Cook him here.
This would put them off. They land in this water go, oh no, what's this warm bath?
Yeah. So we're having our evening soak before we retire for the evening. It's our second soak today.
It's beautiful. So relaxing. Isn't it, Bubba?
And for a massive $10 a night,
yeah.
I know it's a natural pool. Like it's got a sandy bottom with a bit of algae, and there is algae floating around. But it's just beautiful. The water's clear when you don't stir it up. Yep. It's a lovely spot. Muloorina Station. And we've just pulled in some of those chairs, and that's why we're sitting in the water. That's beautiful. Love it.
It certainly is. Wasn't me.
It was the can.
It was the can.
I'm trying to keep my shoulder in the water.
Is it helping?
Yeah, heaps.
You just make out the steam.
What a way to start the day.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll end the day this way too. All of this area, and for quite a way, is camping area at Muloorina Station. They have picnic tables for you to use, and there's also a toilet over this side.
Yeah,
We're on the other side of the river.
2 flushing toilets.
Yeah, 2 flushing toilets. So you can either choose, you can choose wherever you want to camp. There's no restrictions on this side.
Just a donation. $20 donation per vehicle.
This is the Marree camel sundial. We'll see how accurate she is. Pretty good. Take 2. Last time we started Oodnadatta track a couple of days ago, we diverted off to go to Muloorina Station. Came back into Marree to get a couple of supplies and a top up on fuel. And now we're hitting Oodnadatta track again. I reckon the corrugations on this road are as bad as we've seen for a long time. It has just gone onto the shoulder where other people have obviously driven to avoid them.
It's just soft here, but you don't have to go fast, you don't get down.
Our tyres are deflated down at what, 25?
30.
30.
Firewood sail things.
So wherever there's damage on the road, they put these flags. Well, not entirely true, but where the worst damage is. I'm a happy camper at this stage. The thermostat is going up. I'm solar charged, and it's somebody said to us when we were in Lower Eyre Peninsula that after the 25th of April the weather changes, and sure enough 25th of April hits and the weather did change. It became from nice and low to mid 20s down to teens. Quite cool. A couple of days in there were nice, but most of the time was quite cool. And today's one of the first days we've had where it's reached 20. From what we read on Facebook, the first 200k up to William Creek is the worst. Apparently there's about 20k that has been graded quite nicely, and the grade is coming this way. But after that it's pretty good, so we'll just tolerate it. Part of the experience. Still not as bad as the Columbia Road when we did it. We're at Muloorina Sculpture Park. This is our second visit here. The galahs over there are watching the galahs out here. They're using the cockpits for nesting. The Garn Hopper bus. Peter's driving the bus. The Garn Hopper bus. Ready to take off? Handbrake on. Oh, that's good. Give me time to get on board. It says on there, the lizard wants revenge. Ooh, it's a bit naughty, but he's a good dad. He's got his kid on his shoulder. Someone's fired up the planes. This is the rejects from the Lake Eyre tours. This is what happens when they land badly. Who knew there were hills out here? This is always a sight that you love when you're on a corrugated road. Roadworks with graders working. Yay! I think there's about 20k of good road well in this section. Listen to that. No vibrations. smooth section of road. I'm hoping it stays like that for a while. Yeah. Bonbon's chasing flies at Lake Eyre South. Stuart Creek free camp on Oodnadatta track, just down from Curdimurka Siding. Plenty of space in here. Just come on in, find a spot and chill out. Our first victim to Oodnadatta track. We don't know what happened, whether it just wasn't pushed in properly or
Didn't lock in
whatever.
properly.
Didn't look in properly. The corrugations wore it loose and we didn't realise it was disconnected from the van, from the car.
Yeah.
Until last night Peter went to disconnect the car and went, oops.
Mhm. Take that off.
A lot of tape.
Yeah, it's a lot of tape on there. Stiffen it up, otherwise it's too loose. Well, the last time, remember in Bendigo, one of the pins snapped. Just fractured across it, one of the prongs, and just wasn't making contact properly. So I had to replace it. Now we're doing this one.
We do have a couple of options that we can replace it with because we're still 100k from William Creek.
Yeah.
But just shows you do really need to bring a few spares of things when you're travelling tracks.
Yeah, she's yeah, they've
They're all
completely
sheared off.
rubbed away. They stick out a good centimetre out that way. That's gone. That's alright, so I'll replace that.
Join us on our next episode where we'll continue our corker adventures on the Oodnadatta track. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe or drop us a comment.